Is this thing on? Hi, it's Amanda, and I'm going to show you one of my favorite basic recipes, herb pesto. And you know why? It's easy AF. All right, so herb pesto. Typically, we only knew it as basil pesto for so long, and now we're using other herbs and substituting greens, even like arugula. But I'm going to show you one today with basil. Obviously, always seems to be the one herb that has to be in there. Parsley, this is flat Italian parsley, and mint. I'm showing you these herbs in particular because they're soft herbs. We don't use things like sage or thyme or rosemary for pesto. They're too hard. They need to be cooked before you turn them into any kind of paste. Chives would also be a great addition here. So I'm going to show you this blend today, and you can mix it up however you want. Use arugula, use spinach, use kale. I love kale pesto. And this is the basics: herbs, garlic, and oil. Let's do it. So for my garlic, I don't really have to peel it very specifically or chop it specifically because it's going into the food processor. So I just smash it to get what we call the paper off. I don't know if you've ever called it that or thought of it that way, but that outside skin on the garlic, we call it paper. It feels like paper. Sometimes it sticks to you like paper. And I just peel that right off. And once you smash it, it comes right off. Now I like to trim these little ends on the garlic because they have a tendency to be a little bit bitter. If your garlic is really clean and those aren't there, then you don't have to do this part. Okay, now I have about 4 cloves of garlic here. Every garlic head has cloves inside of it that are different sizes. So it all depends on what you like. And if you get a garlic head that has big cloves, go less. Little cloves, go more. I like a little bit of the sharpness from the garlic and pesto. It really gives it a kick. So in goes the garlic, in goes the basil. Now whenever I make pesto, I usually make extra. I keep it around. Not only do I put this with pasta, but I put it on chicken or fish. You can make vinaigrettes. You can make little dipping sauces. You can add it to your pesto. I mean, your hummus. You can add pesto to your pesto. Honestly, you can do anything with this. I've even stirred pesto into eggs before. It's just a versatile sauce that you can have in your fridge. Put a little bit of olive oil on the top, and it's always going to be in there for you to use. Okay, so I'm closing it up. I'm going to turn on my food processor, and then I'm going to start to blend. Olive oil going in. And that's it. Now, let's check it. You can go as chunky or smooth as you like. You can add nuts. Now, right now, this pesto is done. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt for seasoning. I'm gonna blend it a little more because I've just put the salt in, but at this point you can add whatever you like. Parmesan cheese, pine nuts, walnuts, any kind of nut you like, or none at all. I'm very sensitive to food allergies, so I keep it clean. I keep the base without nuts or cheese, and then I add in later. We'll blend a little more. Touch more olive oil. I'm using extra virgin. And that's really it. Now you could also make this pesto in a blender if you want it really, really, really smooth. Or you could do it with a mortar and pestle if you really, really want to go old school. But this is it. It looks so beautiful. I mean, the thing I love about this sauce too is it's green and bright and fresh. And it just freshens up any dish. Goes great with, creme fraiche or sour cream, butter, but it's also really clean. Again, you could use this as a vinaigrette, and that's all. That's all it takes. Put a little lemon zest in there. This is how I really brighten it up. A little bit of lemon zest. Really brings out the flavors of the basil and the mint and the parsley. At this point, you can put in some Parmesan cheese if you like, but again, I'm going to leave it out. Stir in that lemon, give it a little taste. Oh, I taste every single herb. I taste the garlic. I taste the lemon. It is so good. It's so fresh, and it's easy AF.